you're doing a what do we call it? Semi-elliptical
quarter-inch
front
semi-elliptical front spring
to mount the front axle. This is a Chevy Truck axle, and you took the springs that were originally on the back of the pulpwood truck, right?
No, these are the springs that came on this front end.
Okay, so these are the springs that were originally on this front end, and you cut them.
Yep, I cut them back here.
Yeah. And you
Probably
found
left 60% of them is what I did.
And you found this piece on.
I had another front end, which was a Plymouth front end.
Yeah.
And I just basically unbolted. That's the part that bolted the springs to the frame.
Yeah.
Cut them off.
Well, look at that.
Yeah, they are.
Looks like it was made for it, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then I took and basically I made a plate out of right here.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
I'm gonna weld that right to it, and I've drilled 2 holes down through this.
So that'll be bolted and welded.
Bolted and welded.
Out to the axle.
And then I had to drill these holes out a little bit bigger for the bolt to go through.
Yeah.
And then basically I looking through my junk pile and I found these right here. And
that's an old rear end spring mount.
Which I had kept.
Yeah.
So I said, oh, that looks like it works pretty good.
That's perfect, yeah.
So that's going to be underneath.
Underneath, and the bolts will go through that, and then that'll go on top.
So basically I cut this out with a torch and drilled it all out.
Yeah.
That will weld all the way around the frame, and I'm going to put some gussets off of it.
Right.
And that will be all welded solid.
So if you get this all set up and you set the motor in there and it goes down and you think, geez, I wish
I made sure I had plenty.
You got it all figured out.
Yeah, I've got good tie rod clearance and everything.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, you do.
And then I also been thinking I'm going to put a panhide bar on, so
yeah.
There's my bracket, which came off the original spring.
There you go.
It was some type of a bracket that was like bolted like that somehow. I'm going to weld that one way or the other.
Just for curiosity, how much money you got in this frame so far?
So far, what's sitting here?
Yeah.
$20. Plus some welding, wire, and materials.
Yeah. $20.
Yeah.
And you've got a rear end for it too now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9-inch Ford rear end going in it.
That's what I call high dollar rat rod building right there. I love that.
All this stuff is just like scrap land.
Yeah.
Basically, I would have had to buy a spring and everything if I was going to make it a spring behind.
Right.
But I'm saving a lot of money doing it this way.
Well, you are.
It'll be something different.
Yeah, it's different. It's a cool look. I like that a lot. All right.